a.m. on Wednesday. Doctors estimate she'd been dead 3 hours. Cause of death, strangulation. The police came and interviewed everyone straight away. Foul play's been ruled out.
Chair of the Board of Visitors?
She came in yesterday afternoon to look at the cell. She's quite happy that the police aren't going to take further action.
So, are we any nearer finding out how this tragedy happened?
The day she died, her mother told her that she was going to put the daughter, Maddie, into care. I told Helen I thought that was probably why she smashed up her cell.
Didn't you think to put her on suicide watch after that?
No, I didn't consider it to be a suicide risk.
I take it you're not a mother.
Whether I'm a mother or not is irrelevant. Look, I know that she had bad news that day, very bad news. But there's something else at the root of this, something that she wouldn't tell me about.
So you established she had a whole series of problems, and you put her back on basic?
With respect, sir. Smashing up a cell is a criminal act, and I was sufficiently worried about Rachel not to put her on the punishment block.
So instead you sent her back to a dorm on G1 where she killed herself?
Still, look on the bright side. At least there's an extra open today.
Is the first suicide I've had at Larkhall in over 2 years. And how long have you been here?
I tried to take an interest. I could see that the girl wasn't fitting in. I mean, it was a tragedy that she ever ended up in here. So I made sure I got her a job cleaning in our office.
Excuse me, Jim, but as wing governor, I'm the one that authorised that job.
Well, that's hardly the point, is it, Helen? I mean, a young girl has died in our care.
Quite.
If you finished with me, sir, I'm expecting Mrs. Hicks.
Then I wouldn't dream of keeping you. Better have Jim with you. Safety in numbers.
I don't think that's
It's a
necessary.
tricky situation.
I'd rather see Mrs. Hicks on my own, sir.
Jim, would you leave us, please?
Of course, sir.
We've got a problem with Jim Fenner.
I'm sorry?
Do you have a problem with Jim Fenner?
No.
Well, I couldn't help but notice a degree of resentment coming from you. Let me give you a piece of advice, Helen. Someone in your position can't afford to alienate staff, especially experienced officers like Jim Fenner. We've just had a suicide. There's clearly been a lapse of judgment on somebody's part at some stage before it happened. Under the circumstances, I would have thought you need all the friends you can get amongst your colleagues.
You shouldn't be getting nothing after what you've done to me. Sir, she's got a letter with her. That ain't allowed.
Piss off, Dockley. Move along, Michelle. You're in it now, Nikki.
So what? It's just another bang-up. Throw away the key if you want.
Nikki.
I'm fine. I'm bloody marvellous being locked up in here 24 hours a day. I won't swing if that's what you're worried about. 2 in 2 days, that'll give them something to think about.
Excuse me, Gov. We've had to put Nikki Wade on block. Nearly killed Shell Dockley. It's all here.
Oh, great. That's all I need.
Yeah, I put her on report. She kicked out something terrible.
Look, I can't deal with this just now. Bring her to see me in my office at 11:30.
Well, here. She's on report, Mum. She's due an adjudication.
Lorna, if you ever make Wing Governor, you'll know how annoying it is to be told how to do your job.
Yeah, sorry, Mum. Just worried we're not following procedure, that's all.
I'm Helen Stewart, the Wing Governor. This is my deputy, Jim Fenner. Look, I don't care who you are. I just want to know what's happened. Of course, we all do.
Well, something must have driven her to this.
I'm sorry, but we don't know yet why your daughter took her life.
Oh, being stuck in this stinking place with you lot looking after her.
Steve Kennedy, number 2 Bourne Grove. I thought you might know him.
I never remember things by rushing. Steve. Husband's called Steve.
That's why I thought the address might help.
No. Sorry, miss.
Perhaps it would help if you knew why I was asking.
Doubt it.
Do you know why Rachel Hicks asked her mother to pick up a package from there?
Why should I?
Because the package was for you.
Me?
I think you do know who he is.
I told you. Look, Rachel's dead. What the hell?
Go on.
She was desperate to get her hands on something. Anything, she didn't mind. She asked me to give her the name of a dealer. As if I'd have any contacts the amount of time I've been in. I tried to put her off, but would she listen? You and me both know what people are like when they're desperate to score.
Just get on with it, will you?
Well, that's why I gave her Steve's name. Hand on heart, I didn't want to. In fact, I thought he'd have moved on by now. Oh, Christ. Did she kill herself because she couldn't get them drugs?
We don't know why Rachel killed herself.
You're not just saying that to make me feel better.
No, I'm not.
Jessie? Are you all right? You want to talk to someone? I can go and find a screw. I thought she'd stand a better chance. I really did. What could I offer her? You told her that? She didn't want to know. I would if it was me. She finished me off for good. No one blame her. She needs you to tell her why you left her. I can't face it. I just can't. Have you tried writing it down? I'm gonna quit.
Ask Lorna to bring Nikki Wade to my office at 11:30. Can you check in that, please, if you've got a minute?
Of course not. I'll do it myself.
Can you get me Nikki Wade's file, please, Dominic?
Out.
Why?
Because the lady boss wants to see it, that's why.
You can tell her to sod off.
Up. Now.
You must be missing Rachel more than any of us, Mr. Fenner.
One more quip out of you, Wade, and I'll...
Sorry. Did I say the wrong thing?
Well, this should keep me gone for a while.
Can I talk to you for a minute, please, boss?
Can I wait, Dominic?
Yeah, sure, if you're busy.
What's the problem?
It's this place.
Well, that gets me a long way.
She's waiting outside your office. If you ask me, we've had enough of Wade's antics. Let's ship her out and have done with her.
Go on, offload the problem somewhere else, you mean?
We've done all we can with her. She's a pain in the arse.
Well, she's not the only one, is she?